In a secure vault at Yale University, sits a book so strange, so cryptic, that for over 100 years, no one has been able to read a single word of it. Its pages are filled with bizarre symbols, alien plants, nude women in strange pools, and impossible astronomical diagrams. It has no title, no author, and no known language. And yet, it was written by someone. For some purpose. This is the Voynich Manuscript, perhaps the most mysterious book in human history. And the deeper you go, the more it feels like it shouldn't exist at all. Who wrote it? What does it say? And why has no one been able to crack its code? Welcome to our weird world, where the strangest stories become reality. If you love these kinds of tales, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. This way, you'll be notified whenever new content comes out, and you won't miss any of the world's deepest mysteries. Now let's dive in on today's new story. In 1912, a rare book dealer named Wilfred Voynich purchased a collection of old manuscripts from a Jesuit college in Italy. Among them was a small, leather-bound volume with strange writing, filled with hundreds of surreal illustrations. Voynich was instantly captivated. The book seemed medieval, but its script was unlike anything ever seen. He believed he'd found a lost work by Roger Bacon, a 13th century English philosopher. But no one could confirm it. And no one could read a single word. Voynich began contacting scholars, cryptographers, and linguists around the world. Even during World War II, codebreakers from the US and Britain took a crack at it, assuming it might be an encrypted text. But nothing made sense. The alphabet was unique. The structure was orderly, but the meaning? Completely unknown. But if it was a hoax, why would someone go to such incredible lengths to fake a book no one could read? The Voynich Manuscript is about 240 pages long, written in an entirely unknown language, composed of looping, elegant characters. But the writing is just the beginning. The illustrations inside are even more baffling. Plants that don't exist anywhere on Earth. Women bathing in interconnected tubes, as if part of some mysterious ritual. Zodiac symbols with strange arrangements, and unknown constellations. Biological diagrams that resemble organs, cells, and systems, centuries before they were scientifically known. The book is divided into sections: botanical, astronomical, biological, pharmaceutical, and recipes, though none of it makes conventional sense. Some theories suggest it's a coded alchemical manual. Others believe it could be a medical text for women, based on the repeated imagery of female anatomy. And then, there are the more bizarre theories, such as aliens, time travelers, or forgotten civilizations. But is it a lost language, or something not meant to be read at all? Over the past century, hundreds, if not thousands of experts, have tried to crack the Voynich Manuscript. Cryptographers, AI models, linguists, and even Noam Chomsky's theories of language structure have been applied. Some claim to have decoded pieces, but no one has produced a full, verifiable translation. In 2018, a Canadian researcher claimed the language was a Proto-Romance dialect, and that the text might be an herbal guide. Others argue that the manuscript shows statistical patterns too consistent to be nonsense, suggesting it's a real, structured language. And yet, every proposed solution eventually falls apart under scrutiny. Even artificial intelligence tools, trained on ancient languages, have failed to fully decipher it. So what if the problem isn't the code, but that we're using the wrong key entirely? Carbon dating has placed the parchment at around 1404 to 1438 in Central Europe, so it's definitely not a modern fake. But the ink composition? Still unexplained. No known author has ever been identified. Some theories suggest Roger Bacon, the philosopher, though the timeline is off. John Dee, the English occultist, who owned many strange texts. A hoaxer hoping to sell a fake book to a rich patron. Or, an entirely unknown figure, lost to history. But here's the problem. Writing 240 pages in a made-up language, with consistent grammar and structure, would be incredibly difficult, even for a genius. So either it's real, or it's the most elaborate, literary prank of all time. Some even believe it was written in a trance-like state, automatic writing from someone, channeling something beyond themselves. But, if it was meant for someone else, who was the intended reader? And why has no one else ever come forward? Today, the Voynich Manuscript is digitized and available online. Anyone can study it, zoom into the pages, and try their luck at decoding it. And yet, the mystery only deepens. In recent years, Reddit communities, deep learning models, and even amateur sleuths have pored over the book. Still no answers. Some believe we'll never understand it because it wasn't meant for us. That it may be a mnemonic tool or personal codex, meant to trigger memories or spiritual insights known only to the author. Others wonder if we're dealing with a message not just encrypted, but metaphysical. Something closer to a ritual, a spell, or even a key. And some fear that when the truth is discovered, we may wish it had stayed buried. So, what if the Voynich Manuscript isn't hiding a message, but is the message itself? The Voynich Manuscript sits in silence. No one has decoded it. No one knows why it was written. But it continues to fascinate, drawing thousands of minds into its strange orbit. In a world where almost every mystery gets solved, this one hasn't. So what do you think? Is it a lost language, or a forgotten science? A centuries-old hoax, or something else entirely? Would you read it, if you knew how? Subscribe to our weird world for more unsolved mysteries, lost knowledge, and stories from the edges of history. Because the weird is never too far away.